The police minister of the day declared that, and I quote from her, "We are sending a message to the courts that we would prefer to err on the side of the accuser and err on the side of granting such a restraining order." This woman is a criminal, because to make such a statement is absolutely outrageous. So this is extremely dangerous because it removes the presumption of innocence. And it assumes that it is entirely acceptable to commit mistakes on the side of the person who makes an accusation. So perhaps I now have to talk a little bit about my experience as a law reform commissioner. They were not very pleasant. And I then had to have very unpleasant interactions with the then Attorney General. I would like to just have a peaceful and quiet life. But then he started to say that the changes were based on my report. And I don't want to have blood in my hands of being accused of having such thing in my hands. So I had to speak out. And I went to the newspaper. The journalist from the Australian newspaper contacted me, asking if these changes were based on our report. And my comment was that this was a joke. This is a lie. He was not happy with my comments. He thinks that I work for him. He doesn't understand that a law reform commission should have independence to say whatever he thinks it's appropriate. That's why I was appointed to be a commissioner. Perhaps they committed a mistake to appoint me, but I was not there to serve the government. I was there to protect my community. The Attorney General once called me and said, "I need to talk to you as a matter of urgency because you are not serving the purposes of our agenda being advanced." And he wanted the government, the Liberal Party, to be re-elected. In those days, I was still a member of the Liberal Party. I was a senior vice president of the Liberal Party in my division, and they thought that I was compromising the prospects of the party to be returned. And then he called me saying, "I want to have a conversation, a very serious conversation with you." And I said, "Look, I'm not available for you this week. I have to pick up my kids from school tomorrow, and I have to promise to have some drinks with some of my friends. You have to wait about a month or so. I'll give you the time. And just to make sure that I can put this man in his place." He actually told me that I should to reconsider my role as a commissioner, just for trying to do the right thing. And then I told him, "Look, I think you have to reconsider your role as an Attorney General because you are not properly qualified for the job. You are going to further undermine due process of law." And, after this, it's such a traumatic, terrible thing that I now write about other subjects. And due to this experience of people calling me suicidal, people losing everything, having the bank accounts exploded, the stories are quite similar, actually, of total obliteration of a person's lives. And you think that could be perhaps a person who is not equipped or qualified enough to be able to defend himself. But these are law professors have becoming the victims. These are barristers becoming the victims. Everybody can be victimized by this. Isn't that a terrible situation in this country, that a perfectly innocent person can have his whole life utterly and completely obliterated just on the basis of a false accusation?